There's a lot of things that one should know about Canadian politics, and it is this. They are very low energy, very boring, not much action. I would rather tune in to watch Biden speechless just to feel inspired. And in some ways, Canadian politics is kind of meaningless. Especially this potential one coming up. We're going to probably find out this week if we are going to be in campaign season. Oh boy, I can't wait for that, to see all the amount of propaganda, all the amount of fear, false hopes, and empty promises that we have seen every goddamn 4-year cycle. Wow, the great and mighty, powerful Carlin has spoken. Garbage in, garbage out. And I just want to say this because as time has gone on, my politics has somewhat evolved, I would say. Being a little bit more hardened in my libertarianism, as I say, because, you know, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to take action with it. And I have to take action a little bit more thoroughly these days. The thing is, I have quite a bit to say on this potential up-and-coming election cycle. And I have to say, it's kind of meaningless. Okay, like, let's not rock the boat too much until we all fucking sink. But it is kind of meaningless. We're given the illusion of choice that all of our options are merited and viable. None of the options are viable. If I have to give the layman an example of how it's all bullshit, imagine all of your fucking options being Coke. Not the white stuff, the soda. Okay? What makes all these different variations so much different? That we need so many versions of Coke? Why do I need different variations? What makes one stand out more? And that is a lot better. Well, for me personally, between the Greens, the NDP, who the fuck else is there? You see, I don't even know anymore. I don't even fucking know. The Conservative Inc., the Communists, Liberals, PPC. Oh, and our lovely favorite, my favorite, language Nazis. So I have to sit here and look at all my fucking options and say, yeah, you suck, you suck, you suck. It's all the same shit, different ass. So I am not at all amused. I just roll my eyes like, okay, let's get this shit fucking over with so we could move on with our lives and or just trying to slowly kill us. The problem, folks, is, yeah, it's meaningful, but it's meaningless at the same time. It's all same shit, different ass, garbage in, garbage out. So I don't like any of my shit. And I will say this stuff about this. You know, for me, PPC or bust, it's like it's bust either way, because there's nothing going off with the whole, splitting of the vote. Guys, you're always going to split your fucking votes. The only split that I want to see, to be honest, is Canada going Splitsville. That's the only thing I want to see. I'm not interested in living in a communist paradise under the name of Canadian friendly version. I'm 2.0. I'm not interested in that. I feel personally like a Canadian and Quebec denizen. Okay? But I'll get to that in a sec here. I want to just say something about the Libertarian Party. Libertarian Party, FYI, it was not the Libertarian Party that got me into libertarianism. It was the American Constitution, the First and Second Amendment. Yes, the Constitution will have an effect on everybody a tad bit differently. Or some people get a very vitriolic response whenever they read something about my guns and shit and freedom. Holy crap, it's so fucking terrible. People living their lives, people being free. Oh, that is a tragic thing. It's terrible. How dare you? You would think at this point the Libertarian Party would be going out of their way to try that. Maybe not be the viable option, but at the very least to start a fucking conversation about liberty and changing this whole fucking shebang. The whole Canadian politics is just shindigs of shenanigans on a very, like, what? We didn't think our government could do that. Break the fucking toys. Start up with the low-hanging fruit. Like the Greens, for example. All they are is just a bunch of conformist, drunken hippies and tree huggers. That's all it is. And then you work your way up until you get to the stinky cheese with a bit of blackface on it, and once again, twiddling the fucking magic of those pink socks. What the fuck happened to those pink socks? I guess someone put a hex on it. It wasn't me. I wish. So, the Libertarian Party, why the fuck are these guys not breaking the toys out of every fucking goddamn of these political gangs? It would have been so fucking nice to see, because we need a fucking conversation that some of us have been saying for quite some time. Liberty, individuals, first and fucking foremost in this goddamn country. Your voting system fucking sucks. We don't have an electoral college, which is a fucking bullshit, because all you fucking need, at least with this alone, Ontario and fucking BC, Quebec, that depends on who you talk to, depends on how people are feeling that fucking time. And yeah, you would think that this would have been a good freaking time, guys, to be breaking the toys. Just, you have to have this conversation. Yeah, and I find that they're not doing much. They're not doing fucking much. Okay, so the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. I could live without all these different versions of shit and Coke. I can't live without water, is what I'm saying. So for me at this point, I don't see any viable and merited options. For me, I'm just not even gonna fucking bother. I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to leave my house. I'm voting with my principles. I'm voting with my philosophy. And to some degree, maybe not my money. I mean, what money? But it sucks, though. This really does fucking suck with the way things are going. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like a denizen. I don't recognize Canada as a real actual fucking country because it's been bought and sold, bought and sold, bought and sold. And it's kind of dead to me. Canada's solely dead to me. And I think the better alternative is to just go Splitsville. If I really wanted truly to see some change, go in fucking Splitsville. We don't need this useless piece of a government and just give the fucking parties, just give it to the fucking provinces. And then the day comes when Quebec will be an actual fucking country and you guys are getting kicked out. Bye-bye. Nobody wants you. Vive le Québec libre. Really? Okay, let's put a test to that. Abolish the OQLF. No? You don't want to do that? Then you're not for freedom then, are you? As a start, right? But I just want to say this about Blanchette. The King Nothing. Malaka's very good at calling Trudeau a natural king who likes to make a show of it, as he said last year. Bro, it's easy for you to call him out. You guys out in Quebec and you yourself do the exact same thing. So you are a useful idiot. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving me ammunition to mentally disarm you, at the very least. To paraphrase Blanchette, what he said a few years ago, vote for the people who look like you. That's very nice. Okay, I'll gladly vote for somebody who looks like me. But do they think like me? Do they have same philosophy as me? That's what counts. It's nice to look, because that's all it is. Canadian politics is becoming a weirder version of WWE with all the inclusivity and shit, and I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like that. It's not as entertaining as, let's say, the States is, obviously. But as long as we're not having any good viable options, my option is I'm not going to fucking bother, and I just want to see Canada go bye-bye. Because this forced unity is not going to do shit. It won't do shit, and Now, you need to have this fucking conversation, guys. You're getting disarmed. Your rights are being more and more eroded, practically to the point where it's just a privilege. I don't need you to tell me what's what. I have my own fucking functioning brain, and I recognize my own authority. Who the fuck are you to be telling me what I can and cannot have? You're just a fucking drama teacher playing the role of a prime minister. What the fuck, dude? Tell me more about your glorious insight. All you fuckheads are just there for a fucking pension, and somehow you're getting inspiration from boomers. Fuck you. Anyways, I'm not looking forward to it. Let's just get this shindig of shenanigans over with, and so we can get these guys in line and bust the fuck out of here. I'm tired of this crap. Metal up your ass and peace the fuck out.